welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. My equipment broke, so my phone is literally on top of a book, leaned up against the wall. That's why the view's a little different, all right? I'm trying to get my equipment together, and I say that every video, but you know, life is life, and bills and responsibility comes before other things. Anyway, so I'm on Netflix, and this movie Sumala gets my interest immediately, right? You know I love a good horror film. This one takes place in Indonesia. Now, a lot of times when it comes to horror films, I'd rather not have to read the subtitles, but the thing with movies with subtitles, you get used to it, and you can kind of just scan at the bottom of the screen, get the gist of the sentence, and keep watching, looking up and watching, right? So this one's based off an urban legend in Indonesia. Now, at the end of the movie, it said it was based on a true story. I just don't think this actually happened. I think it's based on an urban legend. Urban legends are urban legends, right? So we spend a lot of time in the past. Present day is like 1970s Indonesia, and we spend, like I said, most of the movie in 50s, right? 20 something, almost 30 years ago. And so I forgot what position the husband has. He has some kind of up high position, right? In the village or whatever. And so his wife's having a hard time getting pregnant. And of course, in those days, and I guess in the position that his wife is in, she wants to do anything to please him, because he's like, if you're not pregnant by, I forgot what time he told her, what time frame, if you're not pregnant by such and such time, I'm going to basically find another wife, right? And it's crazy because you could be the problem. It's not always the woman's fault, but anyway, this is the part here that it's like, girl, she goes sees this, I don't want to say witch because there's different titles for people, right? But this voodoo priestess, whatever, goes and sees her, and the lady's like, look, I can have you pregnant, honey, with twins, but you have to make a deal with the devil. Now, there's not a man alive. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my light. There's not a man alive that I'm willing to, that I want to please so much that I'm going to make a deal with the devil. We'll just have to get divorced, okay? Like, my soul is more important than this damn marriage. So she goes with it. And the woman, voodoo priestess, tells her that, okay, you have to take care of both of these twins. One's going to be cool, good. The other one's going to be the devil's child. But you have to take care of both of them until they turn 10. And then the devil will come and collect her, right? And take her to hell, I guess. So what happens is she gives birth to one baby, and the baby I thought was stillborn at first, right? Because it wasn't moving, wasn't breathing and all that. Then the second baby, the quote unquote devil baby, comes out. She's alive, breathing, crying, you know, whatever. And the husband's going to sit there, look at her in disgust, take a sword and just through the infant's body. Like, you know, back in the 50s and even before then, people had an issue with people that were born disfigured, because he didn't know anything about this devil pact. He just was like, oh my God, this child looks whatever. And you did have people, and still do now, that, you know, give their children up. I don't want to deal with this, embarrassing. But to just kill your child right after birth, and then as soon as he does that, the other child starts crying in the crib, the one they thought was dead. So he's still displeased with her because as she gets older, she's crippled. She's, you know, one of her hands kind of like she walks with a limp and everything. So he's still embarrassed by her. His wife does nothing to protect her, which I feel like everyone got what they deserved in this damn movie. Like, even though the girl, the child that he killed, her ghost comes back to the other sister and causes the other sister to start killing. But everybody that she killed deserved it. I'm just saying, like, you had people, boys in the village, bullying her, throwing rocks at her and shit. Her parents were watching, didn't say nothing, didn't stop them. So Sumala, which is the devil child, and her name, the one they raised called Kumala, she was pretty much had her going through the village killing everybody that did her wrong. So I didn't see no problem with it. This is a movie. No children were harmed in real life. That's why I can say that. But he was just so abusive to her. Like when anything he didn't like, he was putting his hands on her, hitting her with stuff. Then when Sumala was possessing her body before he knew that Sumala was doing it, he was tying her up and putting her in shackles. I'm like, dude, this is your child. And I feel like the mother sit there and let it happen. I understand women couldn't, especially in other countries, can't speak up and stuff. But when it comes to your child, the one that you wanted so badly for your husband that you made a deal with the devil to get, and you just gonna let your husband abuse them like that? I was like, you're just as evil as he is. You may not be putting your hands on her, but you're just as evil as he is. You're in the same boat. So when Sumala / Kumala murked her ass, I was not upset. When the father got killed, I was not upset. The only one that was really nice to the little girl, the crippled little girl, was her great aunt. I think it was her father's aunt. So her great aunt, she was the only one that was nice to her. She would at least try to stop the abuse. She couldn't do too much. She was an older lady, but the mom wouldn't do nothing most of the time. So when Kumala was like, look, Sumala's going to take over and just kill everybody. I need you to leave. I don't want you to get hurt. And so she left. And he met some other voodoo priest man who told her, look, you're going to have to stake your daughter in the heart like a vampire. He tried to do that. And Sumala was like, well, we combined together. So my heart's not over here. It's over here. And she ends up killing him or whatever. And then at the end of the movie, it's pretty much like, Sumala is still in these woods. She comes out at night. So we tell the kids, stay in at night because she might be out. That's why I think that's just something they made up to keep kids inside. I do not feel like there's an evil spirit going out killing kids. It's probably some kind of pedo in the village. That's who's doing that. Some kind of predator. But I feel like they make this, spooky boogeyman story up to keep kids in line, right? I think every culture has a story of, don't be seen at night, But listen, I love this movie as far as the genre that it's in. It works well with it. It wasn't a whole lot of jump scares. I don't like jump scares. I don't like you think something's gonna happen and it's just a cat walking by the door. Like that, too much of that kills a movie to me. So when she first meets her twin sister Sumala, the way she came out the closet and her head hit to the side, like that was scary. I was looking around the room a little bit. That's how I want to be when I'm watching a movie. I don't want to see, somebody's jumping and it's just, a bird flying past the window. Don't do that to me. Okay? So this, I don't know if it's super new. It says 2024 on it, but that doesn't mean that it could still be new to Netflix. So again, this is called Sumala. And while I was watching this, I kept thinking of Kamala Harris, because the names are similar. And I'm not sure if Indonesia is close to India, because that name is very similar, Kumala and Kamala. I'm assuming Indonesia is in South Asia as well, like India. Like I said, I'm going to look that up because I'm like, maybe there's some merging of cultures there with the similar names, right? So anyway, this is on Netflix, Sumala. Pretty sure you already seen it because I pretty much ran down most of the movie to you. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And like I said, the next few movie reviews probably gonna look like this till I get my equipment together. I hope it's not a problem. Let me know in the comments. I do listen to feedback. All right. Shout out to my 137 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well that are not subscribed, but you know you can by hitting that button for me. I very much appreciate it. Peace and blessings to everyone watching. Until next time.